I forgot what we were talking about. I know it was Arrow something.
Yes. We were talking about Ivo possibly being Felicity's father. We didn't know that. That was apparently a rumor.
Okay, yeah. And for our audio listeners, it's not going to be I'm not going to try to pretend this didn't happen. Like, it's going to be like it's going to end all of a sudden, and then like it's going to come back to this, and we're going to be talking and acknowledge it because we're having issues. We had to postpone our original recording because of Stuart's internet issues, and then I'm having internet issues, and yeah. Which, while we were trying to do that whole, like, me joining, I'm not allowed thing, I sent my internet provider, their help desk service, I sent them an email telling them about this shit to get it fixed. That, and I'm not getting my upload speeds I should be. I should be getting 5 megs, I'm only getting, like, 2 point something, like it used to be. Which, I want my 5 megs.
Right.
I mean, I have 110, I get 110 down when I do speed tests. I want at least 5 up.
Right. Yes. Right.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
Don't tell me he dropped again.
Like,
oh, good. I heard you. Oh. I heard you for a second. Are you there? Please tell me you're there. William. Hello. William. Hello. I'm not going to kick him out if he shows up twice again. Oh. La 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 la. La 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 la. Do do do.
I'm back.
Okay.
Ugh. Hopefully this probably won't stay. I don't know what's going on.
But if you show up double again, ever again, I'm never kicking you out.
Well,
I'm
it's
never
just
kicking you out, man.
my internet connection's just I don't know why. It's not, but everything's green right now on my modem, so fingers crossed. So yeah, got kicked. We're back. You know, was it? But yeah, Oracle. That's been a thing. Like I've heard, the one episode's name is Oracle. They're talking about Oracle.
Fuck. Oh man. This is ridiculous. And we were going so well.
Oh, I hate my internet.
I hate your internet too.
No, there doesn't seem to be any outages reported, anyways. Then again, it is a Sunday, so
Right.
we had there was a major like problem in our area. Like we called because the internet like just was out, and we are like, it's not. We paid it. It comes automatically, so it shouldn't be out. And we called, and I guess they were like, oh, we haven't heard anything yet. And I guess they started getting more calls because like 30 minutes later, I'm driving somewhere and I see there are like you know, four big vans like outside my neighborhood from the,
Ah.
from the cable company, I guess, working on it, trying to get it fixed. So, let me re let me edit my little note for when we came back.
Hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I have. So yeah. Let me exit out of this. That. Okay, everything's green right now, so fingers crossed. Okay, we're back again. We've had many disconnects and reconnects because my internet's just there's something there's something wrong with it. Um, like I think there might be a problem in my area because this happened earlier this week or earlier last week, whatever, and they had so many people, so many tech support people come out to the neighborhood and was, doing stuff. So, but anyways, it's working now. So, fingers crossed it holds together. So yeah, we talked about the Ivo rumor, which I never knew that was a thing. I guess that's a thing. And then her flashbacks start on an episode called Oracle, which they've talked about Oracle, and like I've heard rumors and stuff. Isn't that the Batman character though?
That is
Wasn't that Barbara Gordon?
Barbara Gordon
crippled?
after she got shot by the Joker, and she's paralyzed. She becomes Oracle.
Are they gonna make Felicity paralyzed? Like,
God, I hope not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want her hooking up with Oliver, like, because that's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be Arrow and Green Arrow and Black Canary. But
I don't know, I kind of liked him and Felicity.
Oh, so you like Olicity?
It's Felicifer.
Well, we've gotten through that conversation. We've gotten through that bit, because every time I say, every time I talk, like, isn't Oracle the Batman? It's like that. Yeah.
Be gone.
I don't even know if you've heard that. If that was the first.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, what I heard last time was, isn't Oracle?
Okay. So that's interesting how they're gonna like change things up a bit.
If that's what that means, we have no idea what that means.
That is true. That is true. But they're never gonna do. I mean, they got that Gotham show, but that's like pre-Batman. So
right, yeah.
They're never gonna do a live action, straight up Batman show. So there would never be set up for, like a Barbara Gordon becoming Oracle, there's no way.
Sure. It was called Birds of Prey.
Okay.
It's an awful show on Netflix.
Yes. Wasn't it a WB show?
It was a WB show. Yeah.
God.
It was awful.
To think they did that, and now they're doing something as awesome as Arrow, like.
Yeah.
And it's the same universe, like. Well, the source material's from the same universe.
Yeah. DC.
Yeah. So
yeah.
that's crazy. But yeah, I'm excited about the new Count Vertigo. I was kind of upset when spoilers in season 2, the one dude died.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, so that's it for Count Vertigo, what they showed of Count Vertigo isn't what Count Vertigo is.
No, not even close.
So I'm glad that they're gonna show a real Count Vertigo,
Yeah, with the whole mind control-y whatever dealy thing he does.
Yeah, that would be So, let's see what else. I haven't looked at that yet. Okay. Got everything in a shamble because I've been trying to get everything back up and working. Oh, I don't have this on the news, but did you see the Batman TV series, the 60s show?
Uh-huh.
That's gonna come out to home video.
No, I did not see that.
Yeah, like they even have it on Amazon. Here's the link. Like, it's coming out to Blu-ray even. November 11th.
Okay.
It's pricey. I expect maybe the price to drop down between now and then. Maybe that's a placeholder. I don't know. You never know with Amazon. Yeah.
And it comes with a Hot Wheels replica.
Yeah. So I guess that's this. Yeah, this is sort of a collector's edition thing. 13 discs. How many seasons were there? Like, there's only a few, right? Or I don't know. But it also comes with the ultraviolet digital copies. So that's something, and that proves that you'll be able to buy these, digitally as well, since they're
There
going
were
to be
3.
okay. So that's kind of a lot. So I guess if you don't need the whatever collectible stuff,
3 seasons and 120 episodes.
that's I don't know. I wonder how much the digital, like buying it digitally, will be. If it'll be that much cheaper or not.
Yes.
So yeah, that's a thing. So, mm, where's my show notes? There we go. Oh, do I have any more Arrow? Count Vertigo. Okay. Robert Downey Jr. Says pretty much he'd be interested in an Iron Man 4. He's open to it.
Oh, okay.
If the money's good.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised this happened the way it did. But, I mean, he did make $50 million on Avengers. Because he got a cut of, the profits.
Uh-huh.
So, maybe, I don't know, maybe they can do it that. They can give him a cut of the Iron Man 4 profits. Because Iron Man 3 made over $1 billion. So... But then again, Iron Man 3 was kind of poo.
It was kind of poo.
I mean, it wasn't as bad as Iron Man 2.
No.
Although
No.
recently I've heard arguments about that, which I'm just like, no, Iron Man 2 was garbage. Like, that whole Whiplash thing was god-awful.
I need my bud. Give me my bud.
Oh, God. That was so bad. But, I mean, they did do a good job with Sam Rockwell as Justin Hammer.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
Which, did you know he tried out for the role of Tony Stark, Iron Man?
No.
I could not imagine that. I saw that recently, though. That was a thing, but... let's see. So... Yeah, he's open to do more. I mean... Really, it's just, either... all the action stuff is, the suit. And it's just, them recording his face.
Right, yeah.
When they go into that, that cam face of inside his helmet cam thing, whatever.
And him just looking around.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not like... It's not, even though he is getting there in age, I guess, whatever, it's not like it's that strenuous for him,
Correct.
to do. So, there's that. Guardians. Oh, okay. Wesley Snipes.
This is probably my favorite article on this this one.
Wants to chase Twilight kids in Blade 4.
Yes, please. I would love to see that.
Now, this will never happen. Never in
No.
a million years. But the fact that he's open to a Blade 4, a new Blade. Would you want to see Wesley Snipes in a new Blade? Or would you want to
sure, yeah.
Would you want to see them redo it?
No, I thought the Wesley Snipes Blade movies were pretty good. I enjoyed them.
Because
even 3, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, but this article does bring up a good point. He's 51. Would we be okay with that? Would we
Sure. Sure, I would.
Yeah, I would, but I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen too much of him. I've saw some of him in part of him in the Expendables 3 trailer. So
Uh-huh.
I don't exactly I can't. It was just a quick thing. So whenever I do see Expendables 3, which I love those movies. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I like those movies for what they are. Popcorn flicks. You know. There we go. Back to the popcorn flicks. Nothing wrong with popcorn flicks though.
No, they're probably some of my favorite movies.
Yeah, and especially these expendable ones where you have like all the action stars like teaming up,
Right, yeah.
and you get even more. I mean, Expendables 3 is Wesley Snipes, Mel Gibson for whatever I don't know whether people hate him or like him now or whatever, but Harrison Ford.
Oh,
Just to see Harrison Ford alone, and he's flying a helicopter in the trailer.
yeah.
So and a bunch of other people too. Um, a ton of other people in this new one, but so but I would love a new Blade. I really would, because Blade is just an awesome character. And Marvel has the rights to them, obviously. So who knows? I'd love to see them. I'd love to see like Blade like start like maybe a dark part of their universe,
Yeah.
where they could do like I've talked about it before. There's that one team, the Midnight Suns, where it's like Blade and Ghost Rider and a bunch of other people. I don't know, they could reboot Ghost Rider.
Please.
So
It's just awful, awful, awful Ghost Rider
and
movies.
it's like Morbius, which I guess Morbius is owned by Sony, right? I guess maybe. I don't know
Yeah.
how that. See, I don't know how that works because Quicksilver. I don't know how any of this shit works anymore.
No, I don't either.
So, yeah, but yeah, Blade. I'd love to see his Blade movie, but we're never gonna see that. But the fact that he's saying he's open to a Blade movie, and he points out, when they did the Blade movies, they were they were experimenting with stuff that's like now common
Right,
in the
yeah.
Avengers movies and stuff like that. And you go back to those movies, they hold up. I think they hold up pretty good.
Somewhat, yeah, yeah.
So I mean, it's not. I mean, and there's not a lot of to those movies. There's not a lot of major like special effects done. A lot of it, I think, is practical effects. I would say,
Yeah.
because there's not like, it's not like Thor shooting hammer from, or shooting lightning from his hammer and with his hammer and all that crazy stuff. I mean, but yeah, I guess his age would be the only factor that I guess the studios would take into consideration. That and Blade 3 kind of didn't do too well, even though I enjoyed it. But side tangent. Have you seen the trailers for that Dracula Untold movie?
I don't think so.
It looks really good. It looks amazing. It's like this old this guy who in like like medieval time kinda ish, way back, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, if not longer. Um, and he well probably longer, I would say. And he's he ends up he ends up like going up to like this huge mountain cave and getting basically where a monster is, and he ends up getting himself turned into Dracula, like so he can protect his family. And they're kind of making Dracula like kind of a good guy, sort of, or the anti-hero, kind of,
Okay.
which it looks really good. Like the special effects in you got to look up this trailer. Like,
I'm watching it right now, actually.
it's pretty amazing. The stuff with like him turning into bats, and it's just, I saw this in theaters. Like, I saw this trailer in the theater, and I was just like, this is a different angle, and I'm down with it. Like, I can't. What?
It's pretty cool.
It looks pretty cool. When does it? Dracula Untold. Yeah, Luke Evans. Let's see. October 17th. So good. You know, if this movie is half as good as the trailer looks, then we'll have a pretty cool, you know, like Dracula, good October movie. You know.
Well, here's the thing about trailers. They can be deceiving. Case in point, the new Hercules movie is incredibly deceiving.
Yeah, I've heard that, but I've also heard it's not bad.
From what I've heard, it's awful.
Really? Because I've heard I've heard it's fairly good. I mean, because they skip his whole like origins thing and they just throw, you know, pretty much.
From what I've read, it's actually Hercules' nephew who's telling the story, and all of that whole mythical stuff that's all in the trailers. Apparently, that all happens in a flashback kind of thing, in like the first 5 minutes of the movie, and apparently it's not even he's supernatural. It's his nephew exaggerating everything he does. And then the rest of it is actually...
Okay, well, this movie I don't expect too much. I don't expect a lot of crazy. Again, popcorn flick. The Rock is Hercules. Come on. That alone, like, and it's got The Rock. It's got John Hurt.
Yeah, apparently he's like the best of the entire movie, but he's only subpar.
It's got
according to the article I read.
It's got a fresh score on Rotten Tomatoes for whatever that's worth. So, I mean, like I said, for whatever that's worth.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really ever check them too much, but, you know, so there are some people who, you know, don't think it's horrible. But I plan on seeing this because it's The Rock as Hercules. And John Hurt's in it. I didn't even know John Hurt was in it till I saw someone's review on it. And they were like, John Hurt, hasn't he been 60 for like 30 years? Yeah, but yeah, that other Hercules movie, no, I'll never see that. But I mean, The Rock, come on, The Rock as Hercules. I've been waiting for this since before I even knew this was even ever.
He's not even super strong though. He's not actually the son of Zeus.
I don't know. Well,
he's just a guy.
I rarely take other people's reviews and opinions into consideration. You know, I've seen the trailer. The trailer looks pretty good. You know, it's The Rock. The Rock's been pretty good. I mean, he's the second highest paid actor. You know, right now, next to Robert Downey Jr. I mean,
yeah,
which he passed Leonardo DiCaprio. Kind of shocking, but yeah. But The Rock is Hercules. I'm seeing this, so I'll have my opinion probably next week.
Okay.
I almost saw this yesterday. I saw something else different, but I'll talk about that when we get into that. I forgot what topic we were actually on. Oh,
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes and then the Dracula. Okay. So yeah, Blade.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, we'll see him in Expendables 3. Or we could see him in Expendables 3 now, because apparently it's been leaked. And it's been downloaded. Well, as of this article, which is yesterday, it's been downloaded almost 200,000 times.
That's probably doubled by now. Doubled, maybe tripled.
that's horrible. Like, I hope it still does good in the box office, you know?
It probably will. Yeah, it probably will.
Because I like these movies, because, like, it's all these action heroes together, and it's crazy awesome, and it's like the ultimate, as far as popcorn action movies go, it's like amazing. So I'm not gonna download it. I'm gonna go see it in theaters. So, but apparently it's been leaked and tons of, it's being downloaded like crazy. Like, I mean, the last time I heard about a major movie being leaked and downloaded like crazy was Wolverine Origins.
Yeah.
And that was like, I can't believe people, because that was like the special effects, like most of the special effects weren't even in it. And
You saw Gray, just little things just kind of slide out of his arms, out of his. Not like I saw it or anything.
Oh, really? You did? Oh.
I did.
I mean, that's got to be the worst way to watch. I mean, the worst way to watch a horrible movie. Like, that's a double whammy.
Yeah.
But let's see. Wonder Woman's costume they revealed. It looks all right, but I don't know. I'm still. I don't like.
I think it looks fine. It looks absolutely fine.
It looks fine, but I don't like her as Wonder Woman.
I think it's okay. I think it's okay.
Like, I don't know. I'm trying to look this up real quick. I was listening to some other podcast, and they were talking about, the Wonder Woman casting decision and, all this and that, and they were like, let me try to look this up. Hold on one moment. Okay, yeah, they were like, they got the wrong woman from the Fast and Furious movies. And when I looked it up, like, yeah, I can see, yeah, who they were talking about. I think they were talking about Gina Carano. Which link in the chat now. Which, yeah, I could see her as Wonder Woman. After they said that.
Yeah, I can kind of see it too.
She definitely looks a lot bigger than, Gal Gadot. Which, I'm sorry, she just seems so tiny.
Yeah.
Her arms look like toothpicks. Like, I don't know.
But that's it's kind of the whole thing with, Wonder Woman, though. I mean, she looks smaller than, or she looks weaker than she actually is. But, yeah, I know she's supposed to be an Amazon, but...
Yeah, she's still supposed to be, she's still supposed to be somewhat,
But then again, if you remember, in like the cartoons and stuff, she was never big in those either.
Yeah.
She was very average size in those Justice League cartoons, and we were fine then.
I guess. I don't know. I don't expect much of anything.
Yeah, she just wasn't that that 8-foot tall Amazon from Futurama.
Snoo. Oh, I remember that episode. Yeah, I love that episode. But yeah, but I imagine her to be. Okay then. I don't know. I just. It seems like they've rushed into all this DC stuff too quickly.
Absolutely.
Trying to play catch up, and I don't know. Just,
Absolutely.
mm. And let's be realistic. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, that's an invalid argument. But yeah, I'm a dude. Come on, it's in my nature. She's flat-chested. Wonder Woman's not flat-chested, right?
She doesn't look flat-chested there. Could be the suit.
Yeah, it's the suit. Do you? I mean, yeah. Have you seen her in like other pictures and images? I don't know, but
Nah, I think she's fine.
we'll see. We'll see how they react. We'll see how they react to all this. I mean, how we react to all when we finally see the movie done
Yeah.
and stuff. Um, but so far, like we keep saying every week, every time we see something new announced about this, it's just we're not. I'm at least I'm not looking forward to this that much. I
No.
think it's going to be a train wreck, and I'm upset because I want a good, you know, I want good DC movies. I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they're just cramming so much into just But anyways, there's that. Do I got anything else? I think that's it for me. So I guess we can finally go into what we've been watching.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first or last since you've got?
I'll go last.
Okay. I saw a movie called Trust Me. I think it was a like straight to video release. Yeah, straight to video release. Clark Gregg, isn't it?
Okay.
AKA Agent Coulson.
He's also the writer and director.
Oh, it is he? Okay, yeah, okay. This was a pretty good movie. He's there's a lot of metaphorical, like there's some metaphorical stuff that goes on in it, and I'm not gonna spoil any ending or because it's part of the ending and stuff like that. But he plays Howard, who used to be a child actor once upon a time, and now he's an agent.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, he's a director.
He's a talent agent in this movie. So, it's this movie's really good, and it really shows how great of an actor Clark Gregg is. Like, because I was afraid watching this, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, it's Agent Coulson, because that role is so iconic now, and
Yes.
I haven't seen him in anything else. This is the first thing I've seen him in that wasn't, him as Agent Coulson, and that's always when something like that happens with an actor and a character, it can either go really good or really bad. And in this case, it went really good. I really like this movie. It's really good. I'd highly recommend people check this out. Um, it's on it's on all the digital VODs. I don't know if it's at Redbox or anything like that. I haven't even checked out Redbox, and I don't even know how long. It's like if I want to rent something, it's digital, just because I don't have to go out.
I usually forget the Redbox even exists until I go to McDonald's. I'm like, oh yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, or like the 7-Elevens and stuff like that. It's there too. But yeah, it's called Trust Me, and it's really good. Trust me, it's good.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that one.
But actually, I just thought of doing that. I hadn't planned that out, which I'm kind of disappointed in myself that it took me that long to figure out to do that. But yeah, directed it, wrote it, and starred in it. Like, it's really good. It's a pretty good movie. And yeah, that's that. New Yu-Gi-Oh movie. Well, new to us, I think. I think it's been out over in Japan and stuff for a bit, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Bonds Beyond Time, like, it was all right. Like, it connects like the three shows, like Yugi Moto, and the other two people from the other ones, which I've never seen.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't. I once saw, I think it was 5D.
Yeah, I saw some of 5D, and I'm like, wait, he's racing in a car or in a motorcycle and like battling, and no, this is dumb.
Yeah.
So, it's like someone who's going back through time, I guess, like, and like doing stuff, trying to destroy dual monsters, and somehow the other two are able to go back in time too and join Yugi Moto, and they end up battling him, and yeah, it's like I rented this. It was pricey, and I'm kind of a little upset I did, because it was kind of like, maybe 2 episodes of Yu-Gi, it's the length of, and it just seemed like, one story, one battle, because it really kind of was one battle. There really wasn't much to it, but I mean, it was Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was feeling it, and I don't know. I've been in all these other card games, and I've been thinking about going back to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Digital video game, whatever. So I was like, oh, I'll check this out, but no, not that great. It's so-so. Like, if you're a big Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, you might want to watch it, but if you're not a huge Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, then there's really no need to, until it's like, I don't know, maybe on Netflix. I don't know.
Well, if you're a huge Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, you would have saw this 4 years ago.
Well, not necessarily, because some people don't like subtitles, or some people didn't know it existed because they, stopped watching Yu-Gi-Oh! When it became we're racing on motorcycles and battling at the same time.
Yeah. That I turned it on an episode of that. I'm like, what have they done? Oh my God! Off.
Yeah.
That is no longer Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. That's such. But anyways, apparently I've been renting stuff from Walmart's Voodoo service, because it goes through my, like, that's also a way I can watch my ultraviolet movies,
Mm-hmm.
from codes and stuff. So I've been clicking on that. I mean, sometimes I switch between that and then Google Play, but like certain stuff isn't on Google Play, and it's on that. It's just, and half of the time it depends on what device I have on the TV at the time. I mean,
right? Yeah. Yep. I know what you mean.
I mean, however lazy that is, but apparently somehow I accidentally bought the Lego Movie digitally.
Not a bad buy.
It came with the like special features and bonus stuff too, but it was like $20, I think, digitally, and I'm kind of upset about that, because I don't remember buying it, because I don't think I mean I wouldn't have bought it because I hadn't watched it until now, but I saw that I did buy it, and I decided to finally watch it, and it's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it is.
It's a pretty good movie. One of my favorite songs now.
Everything is
awesome.
You can. Whenever I talk to somebody over the age of 10 who has not seen the movie, they think I'm nuts. They cannot grasp that it's a good movie, actually.
Well, I've heard of for a while about it, but I was just like, I don't know, Lego.
This that's so I'm like, you like Pixar movies, right? Yeah. Then the Lego movie's fine, right? No, it's Legos. It doesn't make sense.
It was pretty good. The ending towards the end kind of took away from how good it was.
Where it went live action.
That did not need to happen. That was crap.
Actually, I actually liked that. Because like that was like, oh, that's why the Craggle is real and not Lego.
Well, we knew the Craggle. We knew what that was because when they said Craggle, you could see the super, or crazy glue
Crazy
was
glue.
some of it. So we knew what the Craggle was.
Right.
And but I don't know. I didn't like the whole. I mean, because I don't know, because.
Well, okay.
I was invested in the fantasy of it's a Lego world and whatever, and then they go to the real world and these are just toys and it's just part of this imagination, or is it still a fantasy world but it's just they're going through, or like I was already hooked and I was invested in the world and I was submersed. It was all I was in it, and then it just.
Emmett moved on his own though in the real world.
Ugh.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Before the movie came out, Fox News had this whole spiel about how this movie is corrupting our children because it's teaching children that that big government, that big business is bad because the name of the bad guy is President Business. So that is automatically it's evil. It's evil. It's corrupting our children. And I think that whole ending thing with actually, it was about a father who was kind of...
It's about Will Ferrell is evil and ruins things by bringing his ugly mug. His voice was great but by fucking coming in live action ruined it. Like, almost ruined it for me. Like, seriously.
It's actually about a father kind of neglecting his children a bit, for work and, not letting his children play, but it was kind of, to me that was
he let his children play by the Christmas lights. By the Christmas lights, there were some random Lego bits he could play with. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, like I said, I was so in it. I was enjoying it. It was great, and then it sucked me out when he went into the real world supposedly, and that when that happened, I was like, great, it just ruined the movie for me. And throughout that whole thing, when he finally got back in the Lego world, I was like trying so hard to it soured the movie experience for me, but it didn't ruin it. It didn't ruin, and I was just trying to talk myself, And then they played the song again at the end, and I was just like, okay, I'm back.
That was awesome.
I love that song. But
everything is cool when you're part of a team.
So yeah, pretty good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, pretty good. I don't know what all to say without spoiling anything. The ending was kind of funny. Now it's let your sister play, and then they were like, oh, they were like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck too. But and I watched another Lego movie.
Okay.
What was it? Lego Marvel Heroes? No, Lego Marvel Superheroes Maximum Overload. It's on Netflix.
Gesundheit.
And it's got all the voices that we're familiar with the Spider-Man show and the Avengers shows and all the it's got all those voices. It's Loki is the main. Well, there's a ton of villains, but Loki's like watching out, and he's got this special special snowball thing, whatever, that he can throw at villains and overload their powers and stuff like that. It's pretty good. Spider-Man's kind of emo in this a little.
Oh no, we've had that before.
But no dancing Spider-Man. So that's good. But yeah, all the voices like down to you know um, Iron Man, Captain America, the Hulk, they get Spider-Man, Drake Bell, even down to like Wolverine.
Hmm.
So like they did pretty good with the voice, and it's pretty good. It's only 22 minutes long. Kind of makes me wish they had more of these, Lego Marvel movies or Lego DC stuff. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's see. Last thing I got is a movie that is out in some theaters, but it's also on video on demand. And it's a movie I've heard about for a while, and I've kind of had it in my radar a little bit. It's called Snowpiercer.
I have also seen this.
I'm glad you've seen this. I really am, because I really want to talk about this. It's Chris Evans. Chris Evans is starring in it. It's a post-apocalyptic kind of world where there's a chemical that they thought could solve global warming and cool the Earth down, and it did. It cooled it down way too much, to where like you can't even walk. In the movie they show you can't even walk like a block without freezing to death.
Yeah.
Like, or what was it? Holding your arm out for like 7-8 minutes or whatever that was. That was just.
See, you figured that guy would be screaming a bit more than he was.
Well, I would think, going that fast on a train, that cold, like everything would freeze. Like his blood, his nerve, that stuff would freeze. So it would just be numb, like pretty quickly. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So, but like as far as we know, the last surviving, humans are on this train that's supposedly self-sufficient. It's able to somehow go around the world and around the world in 1 year, and it's been 17 years, and this train is like there's an aquarium in the train. And they can have sushi twice a year because there's a whole ecosystem that has to be maintained, and like there's not big swimming pools but little like pool type things.
About the scene with the swimming pools. Okay, that was the scene when the train was curving, and the guy was able to shoot from the back of the train to the front, to the swimming pools where those guys were. They were shooting holes in the windows while two people sat in the swimming pools. I would get out.
Yeah. I would too.
You have people shooting in your direction, and you're in a car full of glass. I'd get out. Two, there's now holes in the windows. It's now going to be frickin' freezing.
That's true, yeah. And you would think the impact. You would think the train going so fast and the suction from like it. You think it would do more damage. Like once there was a hole, it would start to crack and more stuff. But you can't nitpick on every little thing. This movie was pretty amazing for what it is. Like, I really enjoyed it. I don't know how you feel about it.
It was good. I had my issues.
There was some issues, yeah.
The fact that whenever the people from the back of the car entered a new car, nobody gave a fuck. Like, you just walked right in. Like the school car with all the children. Like, oh, hey, how's it doing?
Well, they had that one lady.
Hey, kids.
They had that one lady who was, they
still.
they covered up her handcuffs and they had her talking and calming.
Also, she was annoying as fuck.
I'm so glad she got well, well, her situation. Yeah, but this movie also had John Hurt in it.
Yeah.
Which I mean this was pretty impressive for a movie that I don't know what the budget of this movie was, but it's limited release, you know, and it's VOD.
It's a foreign movie.
At the same time. Yeah. No subtitle. Well, yeah, kinda.
Yeah, there are a couple, but that's,
Intentional.
intentional, yeah.
Because they're characters who don't speak English and
Right.
stuff like that. But like, oh, shut up. I'm sorry, my dog was starting to bark a little. It's just like visually, it was amazing for being kind of, a foreign small budget film.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Chris Evans is just amazing in this. He really is. Like,
Yeah.
I could see, well, probably not because I would want it to happen, but you could see him being nominated for his performance in this, because just his character having to, like, spoilers, people, real quick, when what's his name, was it Edgar, the dude who idolized him, when he was like, his life was in danger, and Chris Evans had to decide whether to go out to save him, which I don't think there was ever a way to really save him.
Right, yeah, no.
I think the dude would have killed him anyways, or to catch the one lady. I mean, that was just amazing. Like, I really like this movie. This is one of my. I have not liked a movie this much in a while.
Also, you're forgetting one big name that was in this movie.
Oh,
Ed
yeah?
Harris.
Well, that's a major spoiler. Yeah.
Well,
That's.
He's on the cover.
Oh, is he? Okay. Yes, but yeah, yeah. This movie was good.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
Yeah. And I mean, there are so many like the reveals of those protein bars and stuff, what they really
I couldn't
were.
quite tell what they were. Were they bugs?
Yeah, they were like insects and stuff like that. Yeah. Which, insects are a source of protein.
Yeah.
So it's kind of right there, but just the fact of, the poor people get these fucking like jelly like type protein bar things, and that ends up being the currency at the very back of the, because they trade for them and stuff like that. That and their form of drugs or whatever. Drug/bomb.
As as soon as those little capsules that he kept getting messages from, as soon as they got to like the place where they make the protein bars, the guy was like, they passed that down to me. I just put them in there. I knew exactly where they came from.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know exactly. I was a little confused there. I figured something, but yeah, when the whole big reveal though of like the big ending reveal, pretty much like of the partnerships between, and I don't want to spoil too much, but well, let's skip forward. The partnership between John Hurt's character and Ed Harris, and
Yeah.
that they were in on it, and I mean, this was a pretty good movie.
Also, major spoiler for the end. Plug your ears. You're planning on watching this movie. Did everybody die? Except for those two?
I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know.
It's like, well,
What?
if everybody died, then what was the point? Like, you just destroyed the human race.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it. I really did. So Snowpiercer, I highly recommend people check this out. I really do. So um hold on one second.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
All right.
I'll figure it out editing wise. So yeah, Snowpiercer. God, this was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. I really like I started not liking the whole like cannibalism part to it when he was talking about that. That kind of started to.
Well, that was at the end though, so you were already invested.
Yeah, I was kind of like, try to halfway listen because I don't like cannibalism stuff. Like, kind of, you know, freaks me out. I just don't like cannibalism stuff. But I mean, that speech, that little speech he was giving, that was just, I mean, Chris Evans is a damn good actor. I hope there's been rumors of he's gonna go more into he's thinking of maybe going directing and quitting acting or whatever. I hope that doesn't happen because he's just a really good actor, and this movie is like one of his best roles.
Yeah.
So, yeah, check that out, people. Snowpiercer. It's, you may not be in your theater, but you can get it via, all the different VODs. It's on Xbox. It's on, I rented it on the Vudu, Walmart's whatever thing. I think it's on all the major ones. I think so.
It's not on Amazon.
It's not on Amazon.
Nope. Because that was the first place I looked.
Okay, so wow, it's not on Amazon, but
The only places on the Xbox you could get it was through Xbox Video or Vudu. That was it.
no, it's on Amazon.
I looked it up through.
If you go to Amazon.com and click Snowpiercer, you can see, and it's like rent HD $6.99, rent SD $6.99. So either way, it's $6.99. But that's cheaper than going to a movie theater, and you can see it by yourself, or you can bring people over, and I mean you don't have to pay ridiculous amounts for the popcorn and the drinks, and it's a great movie though. So yeah, it's on Amazon. So maybe it just wasn't showing up on Xbox.
I'm freaking out right now.
What?
I have a water filter, one of those little pop things for my faucet, and there's a green light whenever like, hey, your water's filtering fine. Well, recently it's just turned yellow, meaning you're probably gonna need a new one soon. I just pulled up Amazon, just Amazon.com. First thing that popped up was the water filter. How does it fucking know?
I don't know. It's
How does it fucking know?
Did you search for it? Have you bought it in the past?
No,
from Amazon?
No, I've not had to buy a replacement one yet because is that new?
I don't know. That's crazy.
I'm a little bit terrified right now.
But yeah, it's $6.99, $7. It's definitely worth that, I think. I mean, you really enjoyed it too?
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah.
I'm glad because yeah. I'm glad because it's such a good movie. It really is, people. Like just seeing them go through the train cars, the different train cars, and seeing how this one's an aquarium. It's got so all kinds of stuff, and this one is like a greenhouse type garden, just all kinds of the one chick picks a tomato and starts eating it,
Yeah.
and it's an amazing. And apparently, in Japan, there's someone now going to build a train kind of like this.
Well, I hope not.
Well, I mean, it's not going to go around the world, but they're going to make a luxury train, like kind of like this, based off, after this came out, I heard about that, so that's kind of funny. Japan's always doing crazy stuff.
Yeah, they are.
Alrighty, what have you got, Stuart? What's the other?
I've been watching Chuck. I never watched it when it was on TV, but it was on my my recommendation. I was like, I'll check it out. Pretty good. I'm just beginning of season 4, and there are 5 seasons, so I'm almost done with it now.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm really liking it. Have you ever seen Chuck?
No, I haven't. I know I've heard about it, and I know a lot of people like it, and
You would like it. You really would.
I think
it's not something amazing, but it's pretty good.
Okay. Now, is it on anything like?
It's on Netflix.
Oh, it's on Netflix. Okay, that's good.
That's where I'm watching it. It's actually kind of funny because there's this Brandon Routh is in season 3, and it's kind of funny because there's one quick line where he's describing Brandon's character. He's like, "Oh, that good-looking Superman guy." I thought that was oh, okay, that's funny.
That is kind of funny. Yeah, I just added this to my list, so I'll check it out.
There's references every now and then to like Tron, or Dune, or Back to the Future. Like a DeLorean shows up in one episode, and like I thought it was something akin to maybe crap. What was that movie? Is it Jake 2.0? You know what I'm talking about?
Vaguely, maybe. I don't.
It was a guy who had a computer injected into him, and he can do all these stuff he couldn't do before.
Okay.
Similar to this. Like, that's the whole thing is, he got, he's a nerd herder at Buy More. Otherwise, he's a Geek Squad at Best Buy.
Okay.
And he accidentally downloads into his brain every government secret from both the NSA and CIA.
Accidentally downloads in his brain.
Yes.
How do you accidentally download something to your brain?
Well, it's done through images, like subliminal images.
Okay.
And it gets sent to him from his college best friend, who's a spy, who's about to die.
Okay, I see now. I understand. Now, I didn't know that part to it. That's interesting. Now, I just thought I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, he's just some random guy who gets all government secrets now in his head.
That's pretty cool. I'll definitely check this out. Definitely quite a bit to watch. 5 seasons.
And See, I probably started it maybe Wednesday of last week.
Yeah.
I just started season 4.
He is now part of Thor. The Thor universe.
Oh, Zachary Levi?
Yeah. He plays, what's his name? One of Thor's, like, fighting buddies. I can't think. You know what I mean, right? Or do you not?
Thor's fighting buddies.
You have no idea what I'm talking about.
Trying to pull up an image of him.
I'm on
But,
IMDb. I'm looking it up.
He's Fandral, but
Fandral.
that name's not coming to mind.
Like Sif and the three, like those people.
Yeah, but I can't place him. Like I can't see
He's
him.
the blonde dude with like the pointy sword, I think.
If he's the blonde dude in the picture I'm looking at, that is not Zachary Levi.
They had a different one. He was in Thor: The Dark World. They had a different person for the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, so. And he does a big thing at Comic-Con, too. Zachary Levi. So.
But Comic-Con actually comes up every now and then in the show. Like he's got a big old Comic-Con poster up on his wall. He's got like a Y the Last Man poster on his wall, which is a great comic series.
Yeah. Alrighty, I guess that's it for what we've been watching as far as stuff at home and
right
whatever. I guess now is what we've been watching in the theaters. We've each been watching something different, and spoiler kinda. I'm not gonna spoil too much. I'm really not gonna try to spoil anything.
No, I won't spoil a whole lot either.
Okay. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Stuart.
Yes, that's the movie I saw. It's they're apes, and not a lot of humans. Okay, you watched no, I'm kidding. Dawn of Planet of the Apes. It starts out kind of where the last movie left off. There's a virus that was introduced into and it's deadly to humans, and it's transmitted through apes. So the surviving humans don't like apes at all. They're terrified of them.
It was developed to be like what, Alzheimer cure too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they had that John Lithgow in the first one, and
correct. Yeah. And that went worldwide. You got the opening scene is you actually see the red zone of the infection spreading. I turned to my sister, who's also playing a lot of Plague Inc. And I said, "Does that not look familiar to you?" We've absolutely seen that whenever we play Plague Inc. There's Caesar now has his own community of other apes that are just as intelligent as him. He has a family now, kids. And something happens, and a fight between humans and the apes break out.
Of course.
I honestly think this is the best movie that I've seen all year. It was phenomenal.
Better than like Captain America: Winter Soldier?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, it was absolutely phenomenal. I'm trying to not to really spoil too much. Um,
Commissioner Gordon's in it, right?
yeah, but he's not in a whole lot.
Really, they make it seem like he's one of the like leading like humans, like
He's the leader of the human community in the movie, but he's not in the movie a whole lot
Oh, okay.
because it really does not take place there very much until later, and by then you don't see faces too much.
Okay.
But this, yeah, one of the best movies that I've seen all year, if not the best.
Okay. There's a few movies I want to see in theaters. I'm trying to decide whether I want to see this in theaters or wait. I don't know. I'm torn. But so that's it for you with the new, what is it? Dawn of the Planet of the
Dawn.
Apes?
Yeah, Dawn. I always do that too. I'm like, is it Rise or Dawn? Is it the new one? It's Dawn.
Okay. I saw a movie too. It's a
Oh,
movie
which?
that just came out. Like I mentioned, I mentioned I was gonna see Hercules, but I decided, I really want to see this movie. I've been looking forward to this movie for a while. This movie has been on my radar. Lucy,
I also want to see this movie.
Scarlett Johansson. And Morgan Freeman. See, and the director is, was it like Luc Benson or Luc? I don't know, or Besson. I don't know
Luke.
how to say that.
It's Luke.
Luc Besson, and he's responsible for like a lot of good stuff. Like it is known for The Fifth Element, the Transporter movies, which those are pretty good movies. I like those.
Yeah, those are good.
It's saying Taken 2. I don't know if Taken 1, if he's was part of that or not. Like writing and directing a lot of these, you know, movies. Well, not direct. He didn't direct any of the Transporters or Taken, but like he's got writing credits for, the Taken movies. I think Transporter stuff. You know, a lot of good stuff. So, I just found that out. I just wanted to see what the director and the director happened to be the same guy who's the writer, so I just looked on IMDb. But it's kind of a little misleading, the trailers, in a good way though.
Okay.
Like normally the trailers like show you like the best stuff,
Uh-huh.
I'm not real. There's a lot of stuff better in the movie than the trailers. Basically, Scarlett Johansson or Lucy ends up, which more Scarlett Johansson, yes. Lucy, she's living over in, I forget where it is, Korea, China, one of those places. I honestly forgot where. They don't really mention it too much. But she's living over there. She's kind of a party girl, whatever. She's met this one dude and who's a bit older, but he's also kind of partying, and he's asking her to do this thing for her, and she gets and to deliver this briefcase that he's got. It's got a handcuff and a lock and all this, and he ends up handcuffing her to it, so she has to do it. Kind of a whole shady thing, but and in the trailer, shows, basically it's a whole drug deal. It's this new drug that they're wanting to transport across, like cross country from Asia to Europe, and they're wanting to transport it inside the people.
Mm-hmm.
And she it she ends up, I guess they end up getting kidnapped or whatnot, or no, she ends up getting kidnapped or something, and the people who kidnapped her after she has it in her and they're going to transport, like kicks her and pretty much ruptures the bag inside her. And it turns out, like, I don't know if it's it turns out that this is a synthetic form of like something that pregnant women produce for their young, for so that they produce it in small quantities because it's very, it's supposedly, I don't know if the science behind all this is real accurate. I'll talk about that in a second. But apparently in the story, the pregnant women create this, small amounts of this to basically it's basically helped jumpstart the infants into producing their bones and growing and stuff like that. And this is a synthetic form of it, and she gets quite a bit, like when there's a trailer, in the trailer she's like she's in a hospital and she's like, they put something inside me and it punctured, get it out, That's in the trailer. There's no spoilers there,
Right.
Or at least in one of the trailers. And the doctor's like, I don't even know how you've survived, because he's the one who explains all about it. It's really good. I mean, you see in the trailer she starts doing some crazy stuff, and it's kind of like that Limitless movie where, it's like, oh, we only use 10% of our brains, and what happens when, and I don't think this goes anywhere near Limitless does. Like, I haven't seen that movie, but this is like straight up major sci-fi. And it's one of the best sci-fi movies I've seen in a long time. Like, it's really good, Stuart.
I want to watch it. So
it's really good. And since I saw an article, I think it was on Engadget. They were like, oh, the science behind the bad science behind Lucy and whatever. And I'm thinking, it's a sci-fi movie. Fiction. Science fiction. Come on now. No. And so, I don't have a problem with that. I saw that article. I saw the headline to the article before I actually saw the movie, so I'm just like, okay, bad science, whatever. And then because I thought, at first this looked like, it didn't look like it was going to be as big of into sci-fi. It looked like it was going to be a sci-fi kind of, maybe it could have happened, one of those movies. But no, this is straight up, like, major sci-fi.
Yeah, because, in the trailer, she's changing her hair color, and
yeah,
she's seen text messages kind of fly up through the air. So
yes, I mean, in the world. In the world of Lucy, the movie world, they explain a lot of, they kind of explain it, and if you think it's sci-fi, you can get behind some of the crazy stuff that's going on, because they kind of Morgan Freeman is like this major in the trailer, she's like, I've read all your work, and you've got some good ideas. I think you're on the right track, but
right, yeah,
whatever. It makes a joke there, but it's pretty good. It's really good. It's towards the end. There's some real intense. There's a real intense part towards the end. The beginning during a lot of scenes during the beginning, they go back and forth between like the movie and then like stuff in nature, like a predator, like a lion or hunting a gazelle, and just stuff like that to compare like what's going on with it, like it's a little confusing, but it works really well. It's pretty cool. this is one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. Definitely one of the best sci-fi movies. Like, I can't remember a really good sci-fi movie. I mean, I can't remember the last good sci-fi movie that was on par with this. I mean, I don't know. Star Trek, maybe? I'd say I like this better than the Star Trek movies, personally.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that's something we've been missing a lot. There's been all these superhero movies, but we haven't had we haven't had much sci-fi in a while. But yeah, this is definitely, I mean, amazing movie. Highly recommend seeing. I can't say more. This is definitely going to be one of my top movies of the year, I think.
Okay.
Really good. I can't wait I hope you see it soon.
I will. Yeah.
So I can hear what you have to say about it. I'm so glad I saw this. Even though I want to go see Hercules, I'm so glad I saw this first, though, because I mean it's so great. You know, Scarlett Johansson, Morgan Freeman. Yeah, I mean it's pretty good.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, Lucy, highly recommend people check this out. Did you see the speaking of Morgan Freeman, did you see the YouTube video of him on Jimmy Fallon?
No.
The Jimmy Fallon had him and Morgan Freeman do Helium.
Oh, yes, I did.
Morgan Freeman didn't say much, but it was hilarious.
Yes, oh, yeah.
He really didn't say much. It was kind of a disappointment, but the few things he did say were just like, it sounded like Morgan Freeman on Helium. Like,
yes,
it sounded exactly what you thought it would. Like, it's him on Helium. His voice is still kind of like deeper than mine, which I'm kind of I'm kind of upset about that. But that's just, I guess, how Morgan Freeman is. But yeah. Lucy though, amazing. I can't say enough good things about that.
we both saw really good movies this year, so this last week. So
and that's where I saw a lot of what was it? That's where I saw that Dracula Untold trailer, which looks pretty good. And God, 50 Shades of Grey trailer. I had to watch that.
Oh no.
Yeah. I was like, what is this? What the hell is this movie? Because it's like a chick who's like interviewing this, like going in to interview this guy or whatever, and I'm thinking, is this going to be like some kind of like thriller? Like, you know, he ends up like stalking her and all that, and then it was like Valentine's Day, and I'm like, no, and then they're like, the dude's name is Gray, and I'm like, no, this can't be. Oh God! And then it starts getting like really weird. Like the trailer starts getting really adult-like, and I'm thinking,
yeah, I haven't seen the trailer myself. I heard my coworker who sits right behind me watching it, and afterwards she went, "Oof."
That trailer's not safe for work. Like,
she watched it.
He goes like in the trailer, like he's like, I guess like. She's like, I like you, and he's like, I've got a side to me or whatever, and then he opens up and he opens up like this room or this room, and there's all kinds of sex toys, and it shows her being tied up and fucking all kinds of, you know, fucking dominatrix stuff, and yeah, not safe for work. I'm surprised.
I don't even want.
It's a good thing your boss didn't see her watching that, or.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's just say that's not the worst thing we've walked in on at work.
I don't even want to know. Okay.
There's a reason before I walk in to talk to my boss, I announce myself.
Ah, gotcha.
It's like, hey, I need to talk to you. All right, click. All right, come in. Oh.
So yeah, God, yeah. And just Scarlett Johansson is just amazing in this movie too. She's pretty good too. She's not just good looking. She's really good at, acting and action, and I mean the trailers make it seem like there's more like action in it, like more of her like maybe fighting or
Right, yeah.
stuff like that. No, it's major sci-fi. Like she gains like I'm not going to spoil too much. I don't want to spoil really. So everything I've said really hasn't been. I've tried to just say stuff that's been in the trailer. So maybe elaborate a little more on it. But yeah, so you're safe, Stuart. There's no major spoilers. I can't wait for you to see it so we can talk maybe spoilery. Whenever you do see it, we can go major in spoilers on it. Do the spoiler warning and everything, because it's pretty good. So, and apparently I'm looking at IMDb, their news, and it says Scarlett Johansson's Lucy hammers Hercules and The Rock at box office. So, I guess it made $44 million this weekend. That's pretty good for something like that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, such a good movie. It ended the way it ended. I was just like edge of your seat, just sigh, just exhale, and just like this was a good sci-fi movie. Like that's how I felt at the end. Like, so, I guess that's it for the show. Unless you got something else.
Nope, I got nothing else.
Okay, it's been quite a hectic show, having to, get disconnected. Luckily, though, my connection seemed to have,
Stabled out, yeah.
Stabled out, so not looking forward to editing this, but
I was gonna say, have fun.
Hey, it is what it is. So, let's see. I guess, you can check out our YouTube. We got this on YouTube. We're doing this live on YouTube through the Google Hangout stuff. Go to our website, thegeeksftw.com, to find, our Twitter, our Facebook, our Google Plus. So you can see the link whenever we say, hey, we're gonna record. We post to those and stuff like that, and
yep.
Our YouTube page, subscribe to that. So I guess with that, this has been, episode 62. Episode 62 of I Recommend, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
And stop. Now I got a question for you. Would it make much of a difference if, it's probably more efficient to remove, noise on each individual track before mixing them, right?
I do. Okay,
I just wanted to, yeah. And then mix them, because, you'll have two, white noises or whatever. Yeah, that could, yeah.
Well, actually, when you put it in Audacity as two separate tracks, you can do it individually.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just don't, when you do the noise removal command, just don't highlight the second track.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, got the notes right there. Dropbox. Take those animes out.
No, I haven't. I've forgotten all about them.
Okay, because I saw like our Dropbox is almost full, and I had been kind of like,
I took them out, but I haven't watched them.
okay, so I can delete them from Dropbox.
Making double sure. Yeah, there's 62 in there. 62, 26, right?
26, yeah.
Okay. Yep, I have them all.
Okay. Oops. I'll delete my files from last week. And delete. Okay, so that's an old file. Yours from 182. It's a couple weeks old.
Yeah, it's just a bit.
Yeah, that went from 16 when I deleted the anime. It was like at 16% used, and I deleted that one file, and it went down to 4%. Oh, did you see Pizza Hut? They have their like Ninja Turtles. They're like have a huge Ninja Turtles promo thing going on.
No.
Yeah, you can get like pizza inspired by Ninja Turtles, and I'm like, I wonder what pizzas it is, and it's like not doesn't seem inspiring at all. I was expecting like like bubblegum and anchovies, like
Yeah, I was like, come with anchovies because they were all about anchovies. That's all I
or
remember.
bubblegum. Like there's a lot of bubblegum, but they've got what is it like pepperoni, ham, pineapple, and spicy jalapenos. Like Michelangelo's favorite. What?
So you just take off the jalapenos and that's a Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah. Then like they've got like Ralph's favorite, or Donatello's, Leonardo's, Michelangelo's, and then you can get your pizzas. You can get them katana cut, where they're cut into only 4 slices, 4 turtle-sized slices. Okay. I did find a video where it was like a compilation of all the different pizzas from the 80s cartoon, like them
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about all the different pizzas and stuff, and it's pretty funny. Is that in my history?
The last CinemaSins video was the Turtles movie.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I was like, God, it's like, how long does it need to be before it becomes like just commentary on the movie? Like,
Well, like, when they first started doing those CinemaSins stuff, it was like, this movie in 6 minutes, in 8 minutes. Now it's like in 17 minutes. Like,
when they first started, it was like everything wrong with the Avengers in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Did you see the Dragon Ball Z like teaser thing?
Teaser thing.
Like teaser trailer thing?
I've watched the Dragon Ball Z movie trailer.
No, I mean for the 2015 movie.
No.
Oh, pretty much all it says, like it's not a real trailer. It's just like, it says something and then you see it in subtitles. It says like like the dragons like, now your wish now say your wish, whatever whatever, and it says like what is it? Hold on, let me pull this one up. it says like the worst wish in history has been made, or something like that. Like here's I'm trying to find this shorter video that kind of
The
explains it.
worst hit. Let's see. Entire universe equally weights. Let's see.
There's someone I want you to revive. The worst
Your
wish in
wish
history.
has been granted. The worst wish in history. Now despair begins.
Yeah, someone was revived, and it's saying the worst word. So that, I'm kind of intrigued on that. That's kind of like, who could it be? Because we've seen like Frieza and like Cell and them come back, and it's just like in those movies, and it's just like in that one movie where like everybody comes back from the. Wait, or was that Dragon Ball GT? Or was there both? I don't know. Remember? But I wonder who it could be. That's got me like really curious.
Emperor Pilaf is now immortal. That's it.
Okay.
You do remember who Emperor Pilaf is, right?
Yeah, but did he die?
No. That was the thing. That was why he wanted to get the Dragon Balls in the first place.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this wish is like he was like someone's been revived, and it's the worst wish in history. Like someone horrible has been revived. That's what this is teasing. So, well, I understand what you're saying, yes, but I don't know. I keep been trying to think who it is. I don't know. Maybe no, they'd be stupid if they brought Brawly back.
You're right. Yep. That would be stupid.
Like they've taken what was like, and he turns out he wasn't even like a real Super Saiyan. Like wasn't the court? I don't know. What's this new movie like? The God thing. That's the true Super Saiyan form, right?
Yes.
So even the legendary Super Saiyan isn't even a real Super Saiyan.
Or if he was the legendary Super Saiyan, that's because there really was a God Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan God.
Yeah. But it turns out Brawly wasn't a true Super Saiyan, like whatever. But
the Saiyans are brought back.
Maybe. I don't know. It makes it seem like it's one person, so it's just I don't know. Although I'm excited, although it's like a little more than a week till the other one comes out.
Yeah.
Because it comes out the 5th or the 4th.
The 5th.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that, and I only have to drive like 30 minutes away to see it.
Same.
So I may see it twice. I may. Because there's a lot of things in where it's playing that we don't have. Like a Best Buy. They have a Best Buy. We don't. So stuff like that. But oh god. There's a lot of good stuff gonna come out, like starting now with Lucy, and I'm still kind of looking for a little forward to that Hercules movie, but like starting now there's a lot of stuff coming out, like the Dragon Ball Z movie, the Expendables, there's some other movie coming out next week. Guardians of the Galaxy next week.
Yep.
Doctor Who in like 3.5 weeks, a little less than 4 weeks.
Something like that, yeah.
I think it was 4 weeks from yesterday, so yeah. I mean, then whatever else in August, and then you get into September and like Agents of Shield and a couple other things, and then October Arrow, and like not to mention all the different games and stuff between now and then. Like they're just we're in that time. We're in that time where it's become a lull now to it's gonna start ramping up to geek crazy, and I'm excited. What was that? Gonna look for something on YouTube in my history. Can't remember. Oh, did you see the Weird Al stuff? Like he released a new music video like every
I
day
saw
for
like the
8 days.
internet nuts for Weird Al for a while. I didn't
Well, he,
really.
he released a new video every day for 8 days, like a new music video. It's kind of crazy. Some of his songs were good. I like. Some of them were just like, oh, okay, not your best stuff, Weird Al.
Hmm.
But it's in the last album he's required on his like independently, I guess, or whatever. So that's a little exciting.
Well, I'm starving right now, so I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'll upload those to the Dropbox. Are you there? Hello. I believe William dropped.